rage of evil, the devil and his host, whatever name we want to use for him, whether it's in a religious content or a non-religious or pagan, whatever you want to say, the devil is on a rampage. He is running out of time. The two, you can't see it tonight, but the planets are already aligning. 4 of them are already lined up. This, they said, was not true. Also, scientists said the planet Earth is hollow. We downloaded it to everybody. Everybody got it. Who got it on their computers? Right? They're saying the planet is hollow. It's not hot molten lava in the center. Sounds familiar to me. TLC for this whole week had verification UFOs, right? Yeah. And the man who was the right-hand man of President Eisenhower came forth and publicly announced, and he showed pictures. I got the thing, right? And so he started showing film, I'm going to put it up here. He came forth, and they showed him with President Eisenhower, he said, yes, we are living in a time where UFOs do exist. He was there at Roswell, he said. He looked in the box, he said, Gray's in there. They told the story on that same program about how the extraterrestrials were here making a deal with Eisenhower in them, right? And gave them technology. Talked about the laser, the mini disc, and certain medical cures. They have all these tapes. So I ordered the tapes, so I'm going to put it on for y'all so we get it in. Right? You follow? And then, when they decided to leave, the government said, we want y'all to give us the technology on your crafts. And this is Truman. They told him no. Truman first, and then Eisenhower after, I'm sorry. They told him no, we won't give it to you. You know what they did? Shot the craft down. Craft bounced down in Roswell, New Mexico. And then picked up and tried to take off and then crashed again about 60 miles away. This is what the man said. You go back and read our book. From Man from Planet Risk, and you see the exact same story. He said certain students came around and saw on the floor 4 dead Grays, 1 badly wounded, and 1 walking around dazed, asking for help but without talking. This is Dwight David Eisenhower, right-hand man, saying, you know what he said, all I want, because he's old now, he's old and in the sea of creation, right? So he don't care no more, they can't do nothing to him. He said, all I want the government to do is be fair and tell the people the truth. Let them know we are in contact with UFOs. There are Grays here. He said, that's all I want. These lies have to stop. Now, anybody who wants to remember, the only mentality that must fight reality is faith, belief, and theory. And that's the foundation for religion. So people on the religious tip got to make like this is not true, because if you say, show me the Grays in your Bible, they can't. And it makes them look stupid for believing a certain philosophy their whole life, because they have no proof of it. You know what I'm saying? But now they have come to the conclusion. They just showed, I'm saying, they had this thing, it would come on at 9 and stayed on till 11. How many hours? Huh? For a whole week. They showed stuff that you haven't seen before. They went back to everything in UFOs, and they showed you all the things that were not confirmed, all the things the government couldn't right away. Oh, they also said, yes, the Majestic 12 did exist. It was not a mythological organization. He said there was 6 civilians and 6 top security. Yes, he said also that the Project Blue Book does still continue. Yes, there was a Montauk Project. Yes, there was a Philadelphia experiment. They're pulling the cover off this because this is the year it's supposed to happen. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they're over in Egypt like I told you they would, opening up the tombs. How long ago does that tell you? This year, 1999, they got to get prepared for what? The Order of the Owls. They also showed on television the obelisk in Washington. They have lit it up. We renovated it. They built a new, what they call Pylon Museum in Memphis, Tennessee. You follow what I'm saying? They're getting ready to declare America Egypt. Oh yeah. And people don't even know what's going on. Sacred societies are moving, and they are amazed at you. They're trying to figure out how you knew all this. Because everything we told them to expect is happening. That alignment that you see is why they're telling you tomorrow is going to be sunny, and when you get up it's raining. Because they have no way of knowing. It's why all of those poor innocent skiers by the thousands died this year. Did you know that? Because of ice and avalanches, because the news reporters could not properly forecast. They went up there and people got covered, towns of people. That's why right now Boston is catching hell, high peak. Seattle is catching hell, high peak. And you know what happens after high freezes at the wrong part of temperature? They call them cracks in the earth start, shift start. So you can expect another earthquake in California or along the Andrea Fault again. You know what happens also? They're talking about the price of milk dropping. Now why would the price of milk drop if cows got a disease? Think about it now. Why would the price of milk drop if cows have a disease? Also, the doctors have proved that milk does not help the bones. They grew. This is ugly too. You got this on film too. They grew a nose on a man's forehead. You saw it? Oh, I'm glad I'm not alone. Because I know I be saying some crazy stuff. I'm the craziest guy on the planet. I be saying stuff, you like, nigga, nuts. I'm saying, they have the film. They grew a man's nose up here because this fool went out and froze his nose off. He came back, his nose was black. It was froze. They had to grow it. They grew it on his forehead, then moved it down. Hello. Step back. But what does that say to us? It says that our doctrine that we once could grow our own limbs is true. And as crazy as it sounds when I told y'all, keloiding is a sign that we used to grow our own limbs. Isn't it crazy? Now, is it all right because he said, is it all right now that he's talking about the alignment of the planets? Is it all right now that he wants, I wish I had a black boy. I would show y'all the reason why I never bother with, Kate, what do you call it? The Millennium Bug? Y2K. I will show you how simple a mistake is. It's simple as heck. Right? And I'll try to explain it. It's going to be difficult. But it's going to be difficult to understand it without a blackboard. I'm going to try, okay? You have to use your imagination. You're going to see how simple a mistake is and why they can't rectify it. And that's the funny part about it. Here it is. Right? I was watching to see how, now you remember in Man from Planet Riz, how I spoke about Vaughn Newman being assigned to build a computer in 1940. He wasn't able to do it. It took 3 years. They needed Tesla, the guy from Florida who built the Coral Castle. Guess they leaked scouting. They put together the best minds they could. I think somebody fell out on him. You gotta act like they didn't lose any points. Just make like they have it. But they put the best minds together to build this computer.